What's good, YouTube? Thank you for watching. My name is Oscar. This is my channel where I talk about reality, awareness, consciousness, finding out who you really are in this world, beyond the conventional, reaching your highest potential. So, today's topic, today's video, I want to speak about love, okay? Love and how I finally used love as a tool to unlock my highest potential. Discovering new parts of who I am and how I can be this greater presence of love to the world. Kind of some of the hurdles I went through in my life when I realized that I was lacking love. And that love was actually that key that I had the whole entire time, but that I was avoiding. So, let's talk a little bit about love. So love, I believe, is that fundamental force of creation. It's everywhere. We are love. And so you can kind of see another perspective of where I'm coming from. How can God, universe, reality, how could God create something that it doesn't love? Just to put that thought out there. How could it create something so beautiful, so vast, so infinite, in connection with itself, that it doesn't love? So, I've come to that conclusion, right? I don't want to say conclusion, but I've come to that realization of us being that love. We are loved, and therefore we have that love within us. We have that infinite love of the Creator, right? Of this world, of this universe, at the tip of our fingers. But now comes a choice. Do you want to expand upon that love that's available to you, right? And start to love and love more and more and create a new pattern of unconditional love, create momentum in your life full of love, vibrate on that frequency, on that level of love all the time, and therefore attract it to you via the law of attraction? Or are you going to stay in the same old pattern, the same old way of doing things, the same ways of being? So then here comes the part of reality, right? That your higher self is always testing you, that I want to mention. On my path, I've realized that I would always get tested. And every moment I start to realize and become aware that I actually have that power to shift my perception of whatever it is I'm going through, whoever it is I'm talking to, even if they're negative or I don't agree with their opinion, to either respond lovingly, understandingly, compassionately, with wisdom, or to respond out of fear, out of ego, out of doubt, out of anxiety, or out of anger. So I noticed that as I practiced this within myself, as I started to love myself, I started to realize that I had that power to, in all situations, be that presence of unconditional love. No matter what I was doing, no matter where I was and who I was talking to. So as a reminder for all of you watching this video, I want to let you know it's in your power. That is your power. The fact that you have the choice to, in every given moment, love or to not love. And I want to mention that you have this center, this energetic center within your being. Call it a heart chakra or a heart center, your heart, that governs your emotion, the way you feel. And that if you haven't loved so, greatly in your life ever before, it's because you just need to expand more and more. Like I said, you have this vast amount of love, so powerful that you probably can't even imagine, that's waiting to be unlocked within you. And you have that key by making that choice. So you start from this portion of yourself that loves, right? But very conditionally. You only love when you're happy, when things are going great in your life, when someone's doing something for you, when you're getting something out of something, right? That's when you're in that state of love, of happiness, of joy, of gratitude, right? But how about when things are going horribly for you? When someone's talking you down nasty? When you're working on a job you don't like? What's stopping you from feeling that love? Building that momentum to then attract it into your life. You see? We always have it available to you, but it's because we haven't grounded, right? We haven't centered ourselves in that state, in that vibrational frequency of love. But again, it's your power. And if you want to always be in this state of love all the freaking time, which sometimes can be exhausting, right? Because you encounter so many different types of people. And maybe you might even get tired of always loving and loving because you're practicing, right? This new momentum, this new pattern of being. That's okay, take a break, But just remember that the more you expand, the more you become love. So as I've noticed along my journey, to talk a little bit about my past, as I was going down this path of truth, of self-discovery, and I started to tap into many portions of myself, of wisdom, of the fact that I was multidimensional, that I had access to parallel realities, that I had a third eye, something called the third eye, right? And I started to learn all these weird, different things that no one had ever taught me. I started to realize that I was lacking love, that I couldn't integrate. I couldn't really understand the point of all that I was experiencing, all the things that were happening to me, because I didn't have enough love within me. I was still loving conditionally. I didn't love every person. I was very judgmental, right? And then I started to notice as when I finally made the decision to love no matter what the circumstance, situation, or person, that things started to change greatly. I started to feel my heart center, my chakra, right? Expanding more and more with love. And I started to see that when I started to set that intention, right? And I finally made the decision to build that momentum of love within me, within my life, that everything started to change. That now, all the things that were so scary that I was experiencing, now I was feeling more courageous, more accepting of all the things that were happening to me as part of me. I started to realize that and see that every single person was actually a creator just like me. I was a co-creator with all of creation. And therefore, in turn, by loving myself, I started to love others. Maybe not so much at first, right? But I started to see that I could love them, right? That by trying, by practicing, I could love the stranger, the homeless person across the street, just as much as I loved friends, close friends of mine, just as much, slowly but surely, as I love my parents. Whoa, and some people are like, whoa, what the heck? You love your stranger just as much as you love your parents? Well, that's because you're reaching and you're tapping into a greater level of love. You're shifting from conditional to unconditional love. And I want to let you know this is available to you. That it might sound so bizarre, right? How could this guy love someone like, he doesn't even know? But it's because you are tapping into your true nature. Hello? If you're watching this, we're expanding our awareness, our consciousness to find out your true nature, right? And that is what I experienced. That I could do this. That I am this love. And that I can shift from loving regularly, right? If I was getting something, if I was happy in life, to every single moment, no matter who I was, as I started to build that connection with life, to find out more and more truth, how I was interconnected, and how my external world was a reflection of my internal world. Remember, that was another big realization of mine. I start to love myself, and just by me loving myself and expanding that, again, whatever it is that you're vibrating at, whatever the energy you're sending out to reality, God, the universe, comes back to you and is represented back to you in your reality, externally. Therefore, every single place that I went, after I made that decision to change and to be more loving, started to mirror back to me love. Every single person I would meet across the street, no matter where I went, was a freaking ray of sunshine, a rainbow, a spark of joy. Those are the only types of people that I encounter now. Unless I want to manifest some type of experience, right? Or I bring my level of vibration and frequency lower, and then I attract different people. But since I've built that momentum, I've grounded this portion of myself in love, I can't even remember the last nasty person, negative person, unloving person in my life. I can't remember the last person I met like that. Because I'm already in this new cycle, this new way of being, this lifestyle you could call it, right? Of always loving myself and actually realizing that connection with the world, the fabric of reality, that it is me, and that we are all interconnected at a quantum level through energy. So more and more that belief system of having to love someone just because of their status, their family, their friend, I deleted all that. I reshaped my belief system so that I am literally the presence of love. And each day, I'm looking to expand more and more and more upon that. And I also want to say that as you start loving yourself in whatever situation, no matter what you're encountering in your life, remember, if everything that is reflected to you is a reflection of your internal world, whatever is going on in here, you start to go past all the lessons that you need to learn. Because in every moment you have a choice, right? To go down the path of fear, anxiety, doubt, or to go out of the path of love, courage, excitement, joy, and ecstasy, confidence, right? In alignment with creation, God, the universe, reality, right? When you start to love yourself and become this love that the God has for you, right? The love that you are, all things start to reflect that to you. You start loving the blade of grass, the air that you breathe, you start to love. And then you start to become this bundle of joy and inspiration. You start to become that change, that beacon of light to the world. It's like a ripple effect. And just because you made that decision to love. So remember, before I had a trouble. I would always think with my logical mind. I was always super judgmental, judging people, thinking that everyone was separate from me. Little did I know, right? That I could be in this state of just literally loving everyone unconditionally, no matter who you are, what you're saying out of your mouth, through your ego. I could care less because I know fundamentally who you are. A co-creator just like me on this life to create magic and to express yourself uniquely on your path and journey. That's what we're here to do. That's what I've experienced. That's what I believe. So, same thing goes for attracting your romantic partner. How can you expect to attract someone that loves you unconditionally, that takes care of you, that is going crazy for you and is excited to be with you in every moment, if that's not how you feel about yourself internally? Remember, law of attraction. You attract what you are, what you're the vibrational frequency of, what you're emitting out, the energy you send out. That's what you're attracting. So, you see, ask yourself these questions. If you're having trouble with relationships, if you're always dating someone that is unhonest, inauthentic, doesn't love you, only wants something from you, maybe there's some loving that has to be done. So the message for this video: love yourself, love everything, build this new momentum in your life, this new pattern within yourself of love, and watch your life change. Watch yourself change. Because by you increasing this love through your intention, through your will, through your desire, you become more in alignment with your highest version itself. You are unlocking with that key that is love. Your highest version, you're unlocking the truth. And if you're watching yourself, I'm pretty sure you're a truth seeker, or you're at least trying to better yourself and expand your consciousness and awareness. But guess what? It all takes you to the same destination, into your evolution, into your greatest version. I'm so happy that you're here watching this video to get there. So hopefully this has inspired you and motivated you and put into perspective what love is and why it's so powerful, why it's that force that governs and that is a part of all of creation. So you can really start to make that intention to create that new cycle for yourself, to watch how your whole reality changes just because you yourself changed through love in yourself, through loving others. Wow, I feel like I've said love so many times in this video. Take a little sip. This water, full of love. So, all right. Thank you for watching this video. Again, hope it inspired you, motivated you, gave you a new take on love, reminded you that you have the option to love in every given moment. And through my journey, how that changed me, and so I can get you excited to see the change that I can create within your life if things may not be so loving in your reality. So, have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. And again, just wanted to let you know, next video is going to be about quantum jumping using water with your intention. So you can shift into an alternate reality of yourself, which is, in alignment with your intention, whatever it is that you want to get out from that water, using the water to quantum jump. So, see you in the next video. Let's evolve.